Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The real discussion can't be silenced. Perspective of yours, one night. Me gente, me people. The conversation in Q Nation.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world. No, the universe.
Boardwalk Global Media Radio.
Still?
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
If you want to see the videos of these shows, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Groovy Track, GROOVEYTRAC. Hit the subscribe button.
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Please donate to our Cash App, Boardwalk Podcast. That's $, Boardwalk Podcast. You're tuned into Boardwalk Global Media. Your show will begin in the next 2 seconds. You're tuned into Boardwalk Global Media.
I'm just like that. That's what they say. I'm special. I'm different.
I'm so special. So special. The girl Flower God. Yeah. From time to time, you know, I like to switch up the flow. Switch up the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah. This is my thoughts, children on the sidewalk. Ices from the corner store, checking out the boardwalk. See our neighborhood, repping on the ball court. Backyard parties, Brooklyn Bridge barbecues. Went to church and prayed right before I started school. Can't let go of the music when it's a part of you. Another kid shot reading through the articles. Police cars, seen about 8 of them. Good girl, seen the rules, wasn't breaking them. Me and T, we was working at the stadium. Fitted caps, fellas checking how they hat look. A few fly guys coming out of Flatbush. He was waist deep, I was making good. When me and T collab, do it for the greater good. Enormous talent, and tangle y'all like Jada would. But most importantly, rep your Brooklyn neighborhood. Switch up the flow. Switch the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah, your girl Flower God. I'ma switch up the tone, yeah, I'm talking smack. If you take my seat, I'ma take it back. Oh, you wanna be a bully? Who
yeah, I'm in the building. You all just give me a chance to get
to
into the chat room.
You was made to hate. You can sit right
I see you starting to populate.
I'll enjoy my success. Yeah,
Thank you for sticking with me. I had a hard time today. Getting it right, y'all. A little bit of something crazy. Some days it'd be like that. You come into the studio and your graphics card just stops working. And then henceforth you can't broadcast. Looking good. Giving you time to populate. Make sure you share the show, by the way. Share the show. Share. Because we're going to get it going. Let me make sure everything behind the scenes looks right.
Now I want no smoke. I see him choke. Switch up the flow. Switch the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah, your girl Flower God.
You're tuned into Boardwalk Global Media.
I could be any one of them.
Yeah.
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Please donate to our Cash App, Boardwalk Podcast. That's $, Boardwalk Podcast.
That's what they say. I'm special. I'm different.
I'm so special. So special. Your girl Flower God. Yeah. From time to time, you know, I like to switch up the flow. Switch up the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah. This is my thoughts, children on the sidewalk. Ices from the corner store, checking out the boardwalk. See our neighborhood, repping on the ball court. Back Backyard parties, Brooklyn Bridge barbecues. Went to church and prayed right before I started school. Can't let go of the music when it's a part of you. Another kid shot reading through the articles. Police cars, seen about 8 of them. Good girl, seen the rules, wasn't breaking them. Me and T, we was working at the stadium. Fitted caps, fellas checking how they hat look. A few fly guys coming out of Flatbush. He was waist deep, I was making good. When me and T collab, do it for the greater good. Enormous talent, and tangle y'all like Jada would. But most importantly, run up your Brooklyn neighborhood. Switch up the flow. Switch the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah, your girl flower god. I'ma switch up the tone, yeah, I'm talking smack. If you take my seat, I'ma get it back. Oh, you wanna be a bully, who you picking at? I was made to be a star, you was made to hate. You can sit right over there, watch me be great. I'll enjoy my success, yeah, I soak it up. Watch me murder this beat, watch me poke it up. Leave my haters speechless, yeah, they choking up. Oh, what is that about? You could do you too, what you mad about? Oh, I know what it is, it's my whole swag, it's my whole aura, it's my whole aura. Ain't no beating my score.
Once again, it's the Real Discussion with Rock Logic. We're working right now.
You be on your snake shit,
We're here.
Before I stretch too far, let me end this thing. My flex ain't too real, we don't bend the same. Yeah, I'm flexible, now I don't want no smoke. I see him choke. Switch up the flow. Switch the flow. Switch up the flow. Yeah, your girl flower god.
I could be any one of them.
Your systems are offline.
Yeah, we're getting started, y'all.
Is you crazy? Get the power back on.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Please donate to our Cash App, Boardwalk Podcast. That's money sign Boardwalk Podcast.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world.
All right, y'all, we here.
No.
Yeah,
the
it took a little time. It's
universe.
fucking tough.
Boardwalk
Yeah.
Global Media Radio.
Still.
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on.
All right, we about to go to work.
Shit, here we go again.
If you want to see the videos
I got an hour
of
to
these
get all this
shows,
shit in.
please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Groovy Track, GROOVEYTRAC. Hit the subscribe button.
All right, so let's do it. Are we here? Is everybody in the building? Are we all here? I hit the button. Once again, it's the Real Discussion with Rock Logic, Gary Fax, Rocky D. Robin, and my man Archie's in the house today, which is super dope because we got a lot to talk about. Sorry the fact that I'm late, y'all. We had to upgrade the graphics card. It got ridiculous. I actually got here at 6 o'clock with the intentions on being on time, but it didn't work out for me. So right now, what we're looking at outside is 59 degrees and it's clear outside. And you guys know how the weather is. I want to thank you, Cynthia Tibbs in the building. Chris Snyder's in the building. Renee Mickens is in the building. You know Renee's always in the building. What's up, Renee? And guys, sorry I'm late. System X for an update that I was not prepared for, and it took a little time. I'm going to go to about 10 o'clock tonight, and then I got to bounce out. So I'm going to hang out for about an hour, y'all. So we're going to do about an hour. We're going to get through it rapid fire today. Playing no games. I'm cracking the mic. Robbie, you in the house?
You know it.
So I just got to adjust you.
Turn my mic down.
That's all. Gary Fax, you in the house?
Yo.
Archie, you in the house?
Yes, sir.
There
There you go.
Just call me DOA. Call me DOA.
DOA.
DOA is in the house.
Thank you.
DOA's in the house, baby.
Hey.
Word up. For me, it didn't work. So it's that kind of day, y'all. Just so, out of the blue, the computer decided that it needed to upgrade its graphics card, and I haven't even had time to even adjust to it. So, if the picture's a little funky, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just letting you, but it looks good. It looks good on my side.
It looks good.
Yeah,
it looks good. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Big shout out to One Stop Shop Hip Hop. One Stop Shop Hip Hop. That's my man Casey up in New Hampshire. Give a shout. You doing a little sponsorship. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey.
Teresa Ferguson says, "What's up? Blessings, everyone. What's up, Teresa? It's good to see you on, and we got a lot to talk about
Come on.
today. So, I mean, we'll get down to it. I guess we're just gonna get down to the nitty gritty.
All right,
go.
so let's go. What's the title of the show? And
The
why did
title
you?
of the show is shit. I forgot the title of the show. What's the title of the show that you saw on the screen?
Will Smith was banned from the Oscars
Yes.
for 10 years.
For 10
Yes.
years.
So it's the punishment. Does the punishment fit the crime?
I think he did all right.
You think
I
so?
think I think he made out like a champ. Here's the deal. He can still get an Oscar.
I like what Rock
Right?
is, yeah.
He might not be able to go to the Oscars, but he can be recognized for his work for the next 10 years. And you know what? A lot of actors don't go to the Oscars, so who cares? You know what I'm
and
saying?
plus, he has different studios, and they make different movies that do not involve him that can be, honored.
Well, what I'm hoping for is that, and here's my hope, that I just didn't want him to take away the Oscar from him that he won already.
Right.
That was my big deal. As long as they didn't do that, then I was cool. You know what I'm saying? The rest of that didn't really matter.
What say you, Gary?
Him being banned for 10 years, to me, that's a smack on the wrist because there's a lot of actors and actresses that don't go to the Oscars. They clearly didn't take away his Oscar, and he still can be eligible. So you're talking about in the next, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever movie that he does, even though he's banned, he could still get nominated for an Oscar. So he really doesn't lose anything. But
Well,
also,
he could lose something on the back end because didn't Netflix and what is that? Apple Plus and Netflix, didn't they stop distributing his movies?
Good.
what Netflix did, they put a hold on one of the movie projects. Apple put a hold on one of his movie projects, and just recently Paramount Pictures, they canceled one of his movies.
Yeah, Bad Boys 4.
Right. But that's all now. But see, his agent is the CEO of Creative Artists Agency.
Oh, okay. CAA.
So yeah. So he'll weather the storm.
Okay.
He'll weather the storm. So they're not gonna look. There actually was a call within CAA for them to get rid of Will. The chairman, he's not going to get rid of one of his biggest clients. He's going to go in and defend him.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Will Smith is $100 million man. Every movie he's made, almost.
You're talking about someone that gets like 25. Like I think him and The Rock, they get like $25 million a picture.
I thought you were talking about me.
No, not yeah.
I was like, yo, my shit went up like that.
Yeah, but him and The Rock,
The Rock, yeah.
right? They get like $25 million a picture. So he's one of Hollywood's very bankable actors.
Yeah.
So, and when your agent is the CEO of probably the second most or the top powerful agent in Hollywood, he's not going to let him get it. He's not going to. He's going to go.
Right. Well, what say you, DOA?
Well, here's my intake on it. Well, one, as we all know, they're making an example out of him. Mm-hmm. I think 10 years is a little bit too harsh.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at it like this. He smacked another black man in front of a whole bunch of white folks
Right.
on Black Night.
Right.
We had D-Nice DJing.
Yeah, that was important.
I guess I believe the gentleman Will Packer.
Yeah, Will Packer.
was the one that put everything together.
Yeah.
Let's call it for what it is. He smacked him. Purposely walked away knowing nothing was going to happen.
Right.
Because if it was
and sat down in his seat.
if it was somewhere else, it went down like that.
Right.
But in my opinion, from my perspective, I think what really made it worse is when he sat back down and shouted out twice.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Right.
And in my opinion, I think that's what made it worse. But I think 10 years is a little bit too harsh.
Okay.
But they're making him,
Well, they
an
didn't take
example
away
out
his
of him.
Oscar, so I mean, there is.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't lose anything.
Right.
Like he didn't really lose.
All right, so
I mean, his name is his name.
right.
And that's always going to be over his head.
All right, so let's talk about that part. So his name is his name.
His name is his name.
And now his name is kind of trash because his wife
But
right?
that's a whole
Threw
nother
him
story.
under the bus.
Right.
So let's talk about that for a second. So, since this whole, slap took place, people have been digging up old videos of, Jada and Will and things she said.
Yeah.
They even dug up a tweet by Willow. She put something on like Twitter. It was a letter
To
like,
Tupac.
yeah. Like, I wish Tupac was here so my mom wouldn't be sad. I'm like, dang. She completely like threw her father under the bus. Like, what is that? And then let's talk about the video that just started popping up.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Gary.
Well, I actually got to see the video. One of my close friends, Chris Knight, she sent me the video earlier.
Yeah.
And I looking at the video, like it really it hit me where she just used Will as a meal ticket. Like, cause she's been consistently disrespecting this dude. Like, with no regard. When they first got together, he was already a star, right? So when she got into Matrix, it was because of him.
Right.
Right? So her being attached to him like that, made her a lot more valuable, if you will.
Right. Like real estate.
Yeah. So, and for her to just continually disrespect this dude, and in the video, Robin, and you saw it too.
I saw the video.
Like, she talked to him like a kid.
Well, I mean, first of all, she knows that she's not as bankable of a star as her husband.
Of course she's not.
Hell no.
No, she's not. Hell no.
Well, everybody knows this,
Right.
but she knows
she's
specifically.
B-listed best.
Right. But here's the issue: there was a Red Table Talk. I think it was I don't know what episode it was, but it was early in the season, and she talked about how her mom made her have get married to Will Smith because she was pregnant at the time, and she didn't want to get married. So, she went into this relationship not really wanting to be a participant of it anyway.
Well,
I mean, it didn't all start off with her like saying, "Oh, this is Will Smith. Let me just, get with him." She was pressured by her mom to marry him because she was
For all intents and purposes, when you go Will Smith and then you go Tupac, right? She actually got with a relatively corny guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, yeah.
if you look at her taste in men, right? Tupac kind of thuggy. You know what I'm saying? And then she goes to edgy, and then she goes with this safe guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
but, I think
obviously this was not her type.
No, it wasn't. But I think the pressure that she got from her family, to not only not get an abortion, her mom's was like, "Do you know who this guy is?
well, let me just say
You
this.
better marry this guy. You better leave these punks and thugs alone and marry this guy."
That's all love, but listen, be careful what you ask for.
Let's
Right?
go.
Now, she allegedly said that she didn't want to get married, but she did.
Right?
Number two, Will Smith married the woman, and everybody's saying that Jada is disrespecting him, but he's allowing it. He's allowing to be disrespected.
Well, I mean, if you watch the
I
video,
kind of agree with that, though.
No. I mean, yes. Look, there's no victims here, only volunteers.
Right,
That's
exactly.
my whole thing.
Everyone's
right?
down.
But I think that after a certain amount of time, there should be something in a partnership that says, listen, if I'm going to be on the phone and I'm promoting, my show, let's just say, and I say to you, our therapist is coming on the show. Do you want to speak on how the therapist has helped us? And he's like, first of all, don't use me to promote your show. This is not how it's going down.
Now, I'm really being nice, but let's get to it. We have a saying in the hood, being a bitch in a relationship.
Right.
And that's what it appears to be.
Well, she clearly is dominating.
She's the pants. She wears the pants in that
she's
family.
a dominating factor, but the problem is this.
So he allowed it.
Yes, that is a fact.
And
That's
the reason
a
why
fact.
that's happening is because she needs a Tupac nigga. You understand what I'm saying? If she Tupac would have never let this happen. This never would have went on. If she was with Tupac would not have allowed this to happen.
But listen,
Well, Tupac died.
Tupac, before he
died.
passed,
He's dead.
They weren't together.
Yeah.
So it already happened.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It was through Tupac. I think he introduced
she
her
did.
to Will.
Yeah, she did.
So she's like, yo, he's like, get off my jock. I'm dating Madonna. Go talk to this guy. He's the better guy.
Listen, Jada Pinkett was on a show called It's a Different World, where we come from.
Right.
I remember that.
So be careful what you ask for.
That's true. And to me, I think the overarching.
Teresa said she's henpecked. Teresa's like henpecked.
I think the overarching outcome to me, this is how I see it. Look, all that glitter is not gold.
True.
All the glitter is not gold.
Pops told me that before.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, something may look good on the outside, and
And then you have something called fool's gold.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So I mean, it's
Will got a coal in his sock for Christmas every year for 25 years.
Yes,
so
he caught a bad one.
yeah.
He really, I mean, I feel bad for him. He really, like you remember the Charlie Brown special? Where Charlie Brown was like, and I got a rock, right? It was a Halloween special.
Yeah.
And no matter where he went, he got a rock. You know what I'm saying? This is Will Smith. He gets a rock. He gets coal in the shit.
So do you think he should have divorced her a long time ago?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he should have left a long time.
He should have divorced her long before the smash.
See, listen, the first time, well, actually, he should have laid it down in the beginning, right? But I think also too, when he went on the Breakfast Club, right?
He was on the Breakfast Club?
When he went, this was a couple years ago.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, when he went on the Breakfast Club and he kind of let it out like him and her were dating, and he felt like he knew that her heart was with Pac, and he was playing backseat, and how could he compete with that? And he said that live on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So I mean, that don't make him look good. Right?
But how can you compete with someone that wasn't with his wife? Like Tupac wasn't with Jada before he passed.
Unless they were still smashing on the low.
Nah, but she was on Pac's job.
Listen,
They probably was still smashing on the low. I ain't gonna lie.
But she stayed on Pac's job.
Yeah, when Pac died, did you see how Jada cried like if that was her husband?
No, I'm not even disputing that. But that's on Jada. Like Jada fell in love with someone that wasn't with her.
Right.
Tupac didn't want to be with her because if he wanted to be with her, he would have been with her.
Right.
See, but Pac and her
He was with her, but not like that.
Allegedly, wasn't Tupac with Quincy Jones' daughter?
Yes.
He was with
Rashida.
But he wasn't with Jada.
Right.
So what we saying?
So my man bumped up. He was like, listen.
I get around.
That's right.
Down,
Step
around.
up.
He's like,
Step up.
Yeah, you cool, but you ain't
her.
You ain't the princess of the music industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna speculate. Tupac's attitude was like, "Look, I mean, we're gonna speculate." He's like, "Look, I ain't the one. You're not gonna play me like that."
Listen,
See ya. And
Pac
got with
had
somebody
love.
else.
He had a lot of love for Jada. He said, "Look, if Jada needed a lung, I would give her a lung."
That's what friends do.
Right. So they had a very, very tight relationship.
Right.
So she meant a hell of a lot to him. And even when he had passed, they had somewhat of a disagreement. And I think that also haunts her too.
Oh, I'm not disputing that
right. So
at all, brother.
Yeah, no, and here's the
Absolutely
issue.
right,
Here's the
G.
issue.
Absolutely right.
Look, people are connected what they call soul ties, right?
Yes,
Right.
It
exactly.
doesn't mean that you're meant to be together.
I
You're
agree.
just connected
You just
in a certain way,
Right.
spiritually.
Agree.
Right.
Now, they may not be
Spiritual
together.
connection, spiritual connection,
They
yeah.
were always in each other's lives
Yes.
from school up until his death.
Yes.
But they were close. You know what I mean? And he probably, whatever hair she had at the time, he was pulling it, whenever, she allowed him to.
Hold on. Did you say whatever hair she had at the time,
Yes.
he was pulling it?
Yes. That's what I said.
Oh shit! An alopecia joke. Oh man!
Well, she had hair back then.
She did. You read about that.
That's what I said. I ain't taking it back.
No, I mean
just
in
could not
the
call
chat
on
room,
to
you
it.
go.
That
let me
was
see.
funny.
It's basically two hurt people. One hurt, the
And you and her
other.
can relate now.
Parents hurt. Chris was bullied. Okay, I see.
What?
Okay, what? Yeah.
All right, let me try this again. This is Anthony. This is Tone.
Tone.
He said it's basically two hurt people. One hurt the other. Parents hurt Will. Chris was bullied. I need clarification.
Well, you know what? Look,
We're not sure we're doing that.
Well, he's probably drinking. Okay, he's probably drinking.
It probably went better. Renee said that the conversation never happened with CAA.
Oh, Gary, you got disputed here.
No,
you got
it did.
sun,
Well,
bro.
No,
Hold on, I'm just going through the chat. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Renee said his book sales increased. Ann said, hey, not a member of the Academy. 10 years, why not? He's not worried. Teresa Ferguson says, Event Posse, I think she's promoting. Event Posse, United Coalition for Humanity. That ain't got shit to do with nothing that's going on, but she's promoting it.
Teresa, come on, Teresa.
You know the
bring
deal.
it in. Yeah, bring it in.
I do know the United Coalition for Humanity. That's Curtis Bowles' thing.
Yeah.
So I do know that.
Well,
for
listen,
sure, so.
look, while you're reading the comments,
Okay.
let me just go in and say, look, thank you for, being patient with us. As we do our show, we came in a little late. Maybe that's me. I think it is
push it
probably.
in a little bit.
Push it in.
There you go,
Push
and that's it. Yep.
Shit good.
I'm just trying to debunk it.
No, I mean, look, in all seriousness, thank you for being patient with us and staying with us this long on the show.
And
but while you're here,
thank you guys for having me again. I
yeah,
appreciate
no
that.
problem. But while you're here, click the like button and click the bell
And make sure you subscribe. Yeah.
So that's all I have to say about that. But yeah.
Back to you, Bob.
Anyway, so
Yeah, go ahead.
no, I mean, people have soul ties, and no matter where they are in life, they come together and they have each other's back. It's like that friend you don't see for years,
Right.
and then when you see them again, it's like you're right back into,
Right.
Into the groove, yeah.
right? So I think that's the synergy they had, but I think that came with a couple back shots. However, she did choose to marry him, and he chose to marry her. So here we have it now, a situation where he's not put himself out there. He actually, I think he withdrew from the Academy first, right? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he resign?
He resigned.
He resigned from the Academy, and then they gave him the 10-year ban. So he still keeps the award, but, we have to face him actually ruining his career based on a woman who didn't respect the relationship anyway.
You know what? That's really good that you said that. A woman that did not respect the relationship.
That's right.
Because that kind of segued me into something that I want to show you guys.
Let's go.
Right? Because the real deal is this, right? It don't matter, right? It don't matter. What I've come to realize, it don't matter if you're rich or poor, right? Even bums go through this shit. Hold on for 1 second.
Bums.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for you. Hold on for 1 second. Let me just see.
There's homeless Max out here.
Don't touch me, I'm hungry.
All right.
I'm hungry, you ain't
All right, I'll get some food. I'll get some food, man. Think I got food? Yo, see me homie. Yo, my girl needs some food, man. Can you help me out? Come on, man. Don't be like that, man. It's for a lady, man. What's your problem, bro? It's for a woman, huh? It's for a woman. No, you can't help a woman out? Bro, that's my big egg and cheese. Man, come on, man. Baby, I got your sandwich. I got your sandwich. See how much I love you? That's my this is. Huh?
I don't need 4.
Oh, you kidding me? Get some food. Damn, man.
Don't touch me.
That's my dude, man. He's a comedian.
Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to know.
So it was staged.
It was staged. Okay, we wanted to know
Yeah,
that.
I
We
knew
were,
it was staged.
They be
'cause
doing.
it was so crazy.
What are we getting into now? What are we watching?
Oh, and I'm a player, but I wanted to totally discuss that for a second because
so
it's all good.
so you knew him.
so you know the guy.
Everybody knows him, man.
I don't know. I
Okay,
know
fair
him.
enough.
He's a
All
good
right.
dude, man. He's funny. He's making his way. He's doing his thing,
Yeah.
man.
So everybody
Shout out
else
to my
was
homie,
in on it
So,
too?
Joe
so,
Show.
so I don't think everybody on the train was in on that.
No, not at all. Everything is, like improv, and you just. do
Oh,
what you
okay.
I think maybe the guy with the sandwich might have been in it.
do. Probably.
maybe.
Well, the guy filming it was in
Right.
on it clearly.
Right. But
Because
I
the
think-
audio was like great.
But I think everyone else wasn't in on it.
No, because they kept moving. When you on a train, you see shit pop off. The first thing you do is get up and move to the opposite car.
But you see what happens with that, right? He demonstrated something that even bums have marital problems. You know what I'm saying?
Now, was this done after the Will and Jada slap?
It should have been if it wasn't,
I don't know.
because it's actually kind of funny.
It is funny.
Because he's like, he goes and gets her a sandwich, and then he brings it back, and then he goes, see, baby, I love you. Here goes the sandwich. She's like, I need more food. He's like, what? I kind of dug that. I like that ending. I was like, oh, shit, this is really crazy.
Well, hey, Look, every partnership has one partner that is, could be a narcissist, a bully. You just don't know until a certain amount of time you're with them.
Right.
Or you ignore the signs.
Right.
Yeah, red
Right.
flags.
Right.
Because all narcissists need are people who please them. They
Absolutely.
need people pleasers.
Right.
They look for people pleasers.
That's right.
And I think in Will's case, I think that at this particular time, I think that he wanted to do the right thing, be the husband, be the father, but it was never enough for her.
He never will be. And understand, it's funny that we're talking about this because I was just talking to a friend of mine earlier. You have to adjust your give. Mm-hmm. You can't give everybody your all.
Right.
Have to
That don't
adjust
deserve
it.
Boundaries.
I like that.
Now, in my opinion, I think that Will Smith looked at Jada Pinkett as a trophy wife. Because it was really, if you look at
Early on, he was heavy.
everything was about Jada.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
put her on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I do know from experience, if you allow your woman to disrespect you and keep going on and on with it, she's going to keep disrespecting you.
Right.
You have to
It
have
doesn't
some sort of
stop.
self-respect.
It doesn't
Right.
stop.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not about the world knows this. We know Fresh Prince that graduated to Will Smith. We
Right.
know the entertainer.
Right.
But behind closed doors,
Wow.
you don't know what's going on.
You don't know the man.
No, but hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on. And hear me out. I personally believe that this happens more often than people would like to admit. I think men are abused at home more often than they would like to admit. Now we focus on women being abused, and that's women are weak and helpless. They can't fight a man, but we don't discuss how men are being abused.
So you got some women that can fight.
No, I'm just saying, like on a whole, it doesn't even have to be physical.
It could be mental,
Right.
verbal.
And
Verbal's worse.
There's men don't come up and admit, that they're being, and I don't know if
Abused or henpecked or.
well, mental abuse is. I mean, henpecked is a little
I was abused. I used to be light skinned.
nice.
Now look at me. Now
Yeah, all that stress.
He's like, my liver was bad and now
you're
I'm
carrying
dark
things
now.
on the back, carrying the
love
world
that.
on your back, there, brother.
And then you got those that stay together
Yeah.
until it gets real ugly.
Right.
And they're so used to being with each other, they become content.
Or someone gets killed.
They get conditioned to be with each other.
Dateline doesn't exist for a reason. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna play that video for you real quick that I was about to play.
Let's go.
Let me see. It was this one, if I got it right.
Let's
Yes.
see.
Listen, spread love the research way. Today I have my wonderful team in here. We're chefing it up for our honor roll children. We're doing a soul food luncheon, fried fish, fried chicken. We got turkey wings. We got macaroni salad. We got double stuffed sweet potatoes. We got macaroni and cheese, and of course a bear. It's only apple juice though.
And that's Research and Service High School
Okay, talk
in
about
Brooklyn. So they have a principal, very dynamic and very open, and her range in terms of education is incredible. So in her school, they have a full-blown kitchen in her school that is for the students to learn culinary arts.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm,
That's a blessing.
So what happened, what you're looking at in that video is she did a brunch or almost a dinner, I guess, for all the students on the honor roll.
Nice.
And her and her crew, they got in there and they fried fish and they made turkey wings and they had fried chicken and they had potato salad and all kinds of stuff. So when I walked in, I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, we could do like a cooking show, because she has a podcast in her studio now. I mean, in her school. She has a podcast and a full-blown studio.
That's what's up.
In her school. And even in the full-blown studio, she's got 16 stations that not only is she using them for kids to learn how to produce music. And big shout out to Crystal. She's a student that actually started a song in the class and ended up in the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And then actually recorded the song, and the song came out dope. But she has 16 stations of production, but then she turned it also into a gaming room. So now the kids are in there gaming on these 16 production stations, and they have screens and everything.
That's
and all
what's
that.
up. That's
so
great.
she really thinks outside the box when it comes to education.
She's very progressive.
That's what's
very,
up.
very progressive, very progressive. And these are the kids that are, you know, the last chance kids, right?
Okay.
These aren't even the good kids. Like, these are like the kids that, like, you know.
This is it
like,
for
Like,
them.
I may rob a bank, but I'll come home and bake. I'll fry some chicken.
I'll fry some chicken when I'm
Right.
done.
Yeah.
You know, these are they used to call it the 900 school, right? Remember,
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah,
when we were
yeah.
kids, they
Oh
called
my
it.
God,
Yeah,
the
when you went to
900
when you went to
yeah.
900 school, that means you
Last chance.
Yeah, you
That's it.
graduated at 23.
Right, that's the ADX of public school.
They graduated at 23.
That's the ADX
Word. Like they had-
maximum facility.
Word, the 900 school.
They
So
be in class with no strings, with no shoestrings on.
Dang.
yeah, like that whole thing. Like it was a 900 school. So
That was the first schools that had metal detectors. I'm
For
sure.
real, I'm sure the 900 school was it. So I think that, you know, they're like kind of that, you know what I'm saying? But the way that she cultivates the kids and the way that she, I mean, here's the deal. Just to give you a sense of what she's like. Her desk is in the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
She ain't in no office. She's sitting. As soon as you get off the elevator,
She right there.
she's right there in the hallway, and anybody can walk up to her at any time.
That's
and,
great.
And,
She's
and address the
approachable. She's
situation.
not
Yeah,
scared of
open door
nothing.
policy.
Very. I had never, and it took me. I didn't even like. I've been going to school for a year, and I like the other day. I realized I was like, "This is your desk." She's like, "Yeah, this is where I sit. I sit here in the hallway with the kids. I watch them go back and forth.
That's what's up.
If anybody got a problem, they come and see me. You know what I'm saying?"
She's the
And
matriarch.
she's totally. It's a whole nother. Yeah, she's more like the matriarch.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was there salad there
salad. Where?
at the luncheon?
I didn't see salad.
Okay. I'm just making an observation. I'm just asking a question.
I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm saying I didn't see it.
Well, you
Doesn't mean-
damn sure didn't film it. If you
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. But like I said, I didn't see it. It
Okay.
doesn't mean that it wasn't there.
All right. I
It
just
it
I'm
wasn't something.
asking.
It wasn't something I taped. Nah, but she definitely make like the Southern down home like cooking thing.
I'd be so cool because I want to have like a grit off.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to battle somebody with grits because I think I make the best grits in the world.
A grit off.
A grit off.
Okay.
Grit off.
Okay.
All right. So you
With
really saying
shrimp,
your grits
you
is
want
crazy.
to
It's
shrimp
levels to
and
grits. It's different levels.
Shrimp and grits.
I want to talk about this.
Shrimp and grits.
Yeah, please.
Fried bologna and grits.
Oh, I didn't have that. No.
Go fried bologna when the arches up, the one with the red
Yeah, I
tape
know.
around
Yeah,
it.
and
Oh,
yeah.
The
Oh,
grit
okay.
off. I will battle anybody in grits.
All right.
There's
Okay.
levels to grits, different levels.
Well, I'm like that with rice. You know, like rice is.
So you want to have a rice off?
I can have a rice off now.
All right,
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Grit off is dope.
a grit off.
I like grits though because I'm a big fan.
You,
I grew up on them.
What you be cooking? What's going on?
What you be cooking, Gary? What you be nothing?
What's up, G?
Nah, you having that eggnog, bro. You know what? You come around a certain time of year.
Gary cooks zero food. Straight up.
I got my skills in the kitchen.
No, you don't.
Okay. Yeah, I got my skills in the
Stop.
kitchen. All right.
All right. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
I got my skills in the kitchen.
All
right,
I could do ribs. I could do fried.
Oh, wait. Let's
chicken.
go. Wait. Oh, hey, hold on. Fried chicken.
Yeah, I could do fried chicken. I could do ribs. I got my skills in the kitchen.
Oh,
We gonna have to bring something in with us.
just
We gonna
saying,
have to bring our own dish. one
Yeah,
day.
I'm a fried chicken guy.
Really?
All right.
Oh, I love
Let's
fried chicken.
You know
let's
how to
have
cook
one day.
You know how to burn?
Oh, I know how to cook fried chicken 100%.
Okay.
But I love fried chicken. Like,
Really?
He does. He does.
Listen, I can't even deny it. You know what I'm saying? They had fried chicken at the school today. And they were like,
Who can deny fried
you want
chicken?
you want some fried chicken? I was like, yeah. I was like, I want to taste the fried chicken.
I
was
think
like,
even a
"One piece."
vegan would have problems if
Yeah, it's
someone
hard-
makes
it's
some good
hard.
fried
It's
chicken.
like
If it's cooked
comfort
right,
food.
it's gotta be
Yeah.
seasoned a certain way.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're still gonna try it to know that it's seasoned bad. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
you gotta
true.
try it. You just go try it.
Yeah.
Because it always looks so good. What's up, Leanne? Leanne had to retract a message apparently.
Dang,
Saw
Leanne.
something up.
I just wanted to circle back briefly to the CAA comment, and
Yes, please. 'Cause then we got to get
Oh
the
yeah,
positive.
because you can't say that about Gary, and
wanna
Gary don't come up with the
clarify.
facts. Okay. Wait. Is this a fair trade? What is that?
Yeah, fair use.
Fair use. What's the source?
From the Hollywood Reporter.
Hollywood Reporter. Let's go.
Okay.
What date?
This was earlier in the week.
Okay, early in the week.
So the top heads at Creative Artists Agency, Richard LaVette, Brian Lord, and Kevin Huvane. Last week there was a retreat with CAA top executives, and what came out of that retreat, there were concerns about Will Smith's behavior. Right, and it was said that there were, a couple of agents were saying that how they needed to drop him. Now, Richard LaVette, I believe, is Will's agent and is the CEO for Creative Artists Agency. Now, a spokesman for CAA said that the conversation didn't happen or that discussion didn't happen.
Right, because they would have to admit there's a circle within a circle.
Right, so because I know Creative Artists Agency, I know that conversation happened.
Okay.
Like, my old agent, Mark Cheatham, is a vice president at CAA.
Okay.
Right?
Did you talk to him?
I talked to a few people.
All right, let's go.
Right? So that situation, so I just wanted to clarify that.
All right, let's put it down.
And then also on a separate topic, CAA is buying ICM. ICM represents Chris Rock.
That's funny. Wow.
Interesting. So I'm going to go to commercial, and we're going to change gears here a little bit because we have a bunch of topics in the
yes, we do.
In the hashtag. We're going to come right back with Positive K, apparently wanted for manslaughter. We'll be right back with that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The real discussion can't be silenced. Perspective of yours, one night, mi gente, mi people. The conversation and Q Nation.
So hey, welcome back. I just wanted to hit that because I gotta let you know where we at. And the deal is this. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but TMZ had a picture up of Positive K, right? It was a friend of mine, by the way. We're really good friends. And it said, Kid Creole. Wanted for convicted of manslaughter, and they had a picture of Positive K. On the
too bad you ain't got the buzzer.
On
you
the
don't have
thing.
the buzzer sound.
Oh
Damn
wait,
it.
no, right now.
What is that?
I don't even know what happened. Oh, that's that.
No, that's the beat.
Wait.
No,
that's a record.
It was cool.
Oh no, that's
definitely
magic
not
dust.
it.
That's the magic dust. Where's the wind?
It's in there somewhere.
Thank you.
There you go.
And that's what happens
buzzer.
when that's
TMZ
what happens
needs
when, that's when you have a beatbox on your show. You ain't
That's
gotta worry
right.
about the
DOA is in the house. DOA is
So
in
what
the
happened with
house.
that? What happened with that? Paz actually sent out a tweet.
Oh, did he? What did it say?
I'm gonna pull it up. Keep going.
He posted on his page too. He posted.
So do all black people look alike? Is that what it is?
Yes. That's exactly what it is. I'm like, wow. I have to look at it.
Yeah, Paz looks nothing like Kid.
No.
Kid Creole.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh.
Like
that is such a shame.
Here's what I found interesting with TMZ. They actually have some hip hop people on staff that know better.
Nah.
Yes, they do.
I know they do, but they didn't ask them.
Somebody made a mistake.
Apparently not. Like,
so question is, can you sue if something like that happens?
He's got to prove that it's causing him.
Well, it could cause him
damage.
emotional damage. I know that.
Yeah, well, based on his tweet,
And it's a
I'll show it to you.
misrepresentation,
Yes.
right?
Yes, he said it caused damage to him and his fans.
Yeah.
He can say he's lost work, all kinds of stuff behind that.
Yeah, he could if you can prove it. So
I'm trying to find the tweet that he sent out.
Okay.
The tweet's a total setup.
all right.
Like I saw, I was like this. Wow, he nailed the tweet. Someone helped him with that. Like someone helped him with that. He didn't write that shit. He's too emotional.
I'm so done.
Damn.
Yeah,
He's not capable of writing his own type.
No,
tweet.
he's not. Not that.
That was so professional.
It was
in order.
so professional.
I'm so done.
I was like this.
And his name is Positive K.
Yes, Positive K did not
And you're
write that.
positive that he didn't even write it.
I'm positive he didn't write that.
Right.
Listen. I know he didn't write that shit.
I'm so done.
I'm like, it was so well worded, right? And truthfully, it was a very non-emotional tweet.
But you know, so funny.
And I know he's an emotional
guy. It's such a serious joke. It's so funny what you just said. You have no idea how funny that is. Like, that's my boy, but I know he didn't write that shit. Like,
Wow.
it was too well. Like, it's funny and an insult. Like, you my man, but damn, you ain't that smart.
Like,
You know,
he's crying in the corner. He goes, write this down.
I'm telling you, this nigga ain't
It hurts.
I'm trying to find it right now. I gotta find it.
There's no way he wrote that shit. Like,
Dang.
No, not possible.
Nah.
oh, not even a little bit. Like,
Wow.
like he could. It may be another side of positive case.
Nah,
Let's be
not
positive.
that.
So,
Nah.
is there anybody on
Negative.
this table that has been misrepresented, like something similar to that, where
Not like that. Not like no, on that level. Nah.
I mean, I was Bambaataa once.
win.
Yeah,
Give him the win. Give him the win. Yeah, you win. Give him the win. God dog it.
It was
win.
crazy. We did a festival, and they were talking about the festival, and then they had a picture of me, and they were like, Africa Bambaataa, and I was like, wow. I'm like, that's not Bam, that's me. So I had that. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing Bam or Bada. Bambaataa about you. Nothing.
Yeah, no, not at all. I didn't see how they missed that. I like, once again, I mean, I was dressed in feathers. I had on the powwow
There
costume.
it was.
Yeah.
Right
yeah.
there, the feathers and all that.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
That's like somebody saying like,
Well, they were actually saying Bam was powwow.
Because I was powwow.
And powwow was you.
I was powwow and powwow was
So
me.
it was a whole transmutation.
Yes.
So
It
they
was all-
thought you were Bam,
right?
but they was clearly thinking Bam was powwow.
Powwow. That's correct.
But you were powwow
Correct.
in the suit.
Correct.
What?
There you go. That's kind of how it all went down. Yes. It was crazy. I got videos.
Wow.
Elder Barge being my real father.
Like
You
it's,
see
like
the
it's crazy.
resemblance? I mean,
Yeah.
There was something I wanted.
You were light skinned though.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Was before your liver went bad and turned you dark skinned, right? Because that's basically what happened. I get a distress and killed it.
I mean, you carrying the world on your shoulders, DOA.
Right, so-
You're DOA.
So you're DOA, baby. That's the deal. So we didn't get into what your actual day job was the last time you were here, and I so wanted to talk about it. Really,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like what you did for an actual.
Oh well,
living.
basically, I'm just what they call the floor manager, basically, and I set up the chapels and I greet people and I do other things I can't mention, but I do a lot there
There is where.
at the funeral home.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nice.
dope. That's dope.
At the funeral home.
We got the inside track now.
And for those that don't know, DOA is actually my real initials to my name.
Right.
Dread Odester Archie.
Right.
So it's not a gimmick. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
And then you just happen to work in a funeral home.
yeah, it's a family business.
I was
Perfect.
just gonna say, how did that happen?
It's so perfect.
It's a family business. Shout out, y'all can say
Shout-
Yeah,
shout out to Gilmore's Funeral Home.
I know that. Okay.
Yeah, listen,
Where's
they,
it located?
they buried a lot of my family.
Yeah, Linden Boulevard, St. Albans, New York.
Yeah.
191-02.
Right on. Big shout out.
Yeah, that's my
So,
family.
so you had an interesting. I mean, because I want to ask this: like, do people like fight in funerals often? Like,
We had a fight today.
how did? Oh, really?
Nice. Talk about it. Let's
I
talk
don't know
about it.
that.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was.
You like, yeah. You like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people fight at funerals. I won't say there, but all the time. But funerals, people things pop off. Especially a black funeral. What?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, niggas get it in.
Nah, motherfucker, I got the money. You know,
You're
shit
right.
like that. And then they just start fighting.
Right.
Like, then some people get overly emotional. Now, the one thing I've learned about working at a funeral, right?
Okay, let's talk about it.
The person that cries the most and overreacts, 9
Faking
times
this-
out of 10,
they fake it.
they was a fuck up.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
feel
they was the one.
Their conscience is bothering them. They was the one that was probably giving the most problems.
Yeah,
They're
yes.
feeling guilty. You know, it's a lot of it is just, you know.
They're the ones that try to jump in the coffin.
Yeah, it's BS. It's really bad. It's really. I got some skits I want to do that I can reenact a lot of
Wow.
things.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
saying. Yeah, listen, I'll shoot that shit.
Now,
Yeah,
do you,
really?
do
You
you
wanna
ever
do it?
encounter
Yeah, you
like
kidding?
the
Okay.
wife, the girlfriend, the mistress?
Funerals are
type
funny
deal?
in general.
Remember what?
Have you ever encountered a wife, girlfriend, mistress like interaction?
Oh, that happens all the time.
Really?
Shit. Wow.
Oh, come on, now you got to talk about it.
I can't listen.
You don't got to name names.
Shout out to my family. I can't give too much detail because
Okay.
I'm not supposed to get involved, but it happens, man. Like,
Wow.
listen, all right, I'll share something.
Okay.
Please.
There was, I think it was about maybe
This shit is dope.
4 years ago.
Okay.
Woman, her husband passed away. It was really sad, man. But the point is, I had to pick up in a limo. One of the limo drivers didn't show up or something, so I hopped in the limo, went and got her. Boom. Right. We go right back to the
do all
funeral.
the sound effects.
Now we get back to the funeral home, and she stands. She was Jamaican. She was like, "Nah, me just want to stand here, child, and me just want to watch the people come in." I'm like, "What's going on? Why you standing now? Me want to see how many Paul McLeod Mountain women he's been messing with." She stood there and was watching all these women come through. Oh, that's a Paul McLeod there. That Paul McLeod, Paul McLeod. She was pointing all these women out because her husband passed, and he was allegedly getting his freak on. She didn't care about him.
Yeah.
She just wanted to see the women that popped.
Right. The
So then-
hidden women.
So after the service was over, I drove her home.
Right.
And she gave me her number. She was like, "Give me a call, chat." I mean, she looked fine as hell. I ain't,
Right.
But I was like, "Nah, I can't. Nah, I regret it though, because she had money." But the point is, she had
Nigga, you supposed to trade up, nigga. You supposed to trade up on that,
She had
baby.
that new money.
Oh yeah.
But one thing you have to understand, it's like I say, you gotta be careful what you ask for,
That's true.
because
She probably killed him.
and she can always find me.
That's true.
And Jamaican women are no one to play with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's probably how he died.
I don't want to wake up dead.
That's right.
That's probably what happened to his ass.
You know what I'm saying?
She killed him so she could see how many women were coming to the funeral.
But you have a lot of interesting things. I had a guy come in saying he's been dead for 2 weeks and he needs embalming fluid. I was like, "We can get the hell out this funeral home."
Somebody really said that?
Yeah.
He said, "I've been dead for 2 weeks, and I need embalming fluid."
embalming fluid.
Wow, he was on some other shit.
Did he really expect you to give it to him?
I don't know what he expected, but my foot was so far up his ass.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really weird, man. It's a sensitive business. But I will say this though, there was a time, when people would show up at funerals, you would dress a certain way,
Right.
suit, ties.
That's
women
right.
wearing-
Right.
Now that shit is like BET Awards.
Oh, question for you. Now that we're on this discussion, there was a rapper who passed recently, and the mother took the body and put it in a nightclub. Did
Yeah,
you
I
see
saw
that?
that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What the fuck?
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm with
she
the,
had him
sorry.
on display
listen,
on
it's-
the stage.
Listen, I'm with the shits. It's a new era, and that's what he wanted. But by law, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That's all that was. The mother,
Wasn't
the
that in
rapper's
Florida?
mother.
I think it was in Florida,
I
right?
think it was in Florida. The mother of the deceased granted his wishes,
Oh, that was
but by law, can't do that.
Right.
Because you have a deceased in a club.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she didn't do it. But here's the funny thing. Allegedly, they was charging people $40 to get in.
Wow.
That's what made it spooky.
The clip of the video, there's a bunch of people on the dance floor dancing.
Yeah, they
Well,
were just doing
well,
it while
here's
he was just dead body propped up on the stage.
There's people that's been doing this for years. Like they got people.
I heard this-
They got
it's big in,
themes.
like, South
They got-
America,
They got
right?
themes. See, death is supposed to be a celebration.
Yeah,
Actually,
right.
We're American. Well, they Americanize funerals where you got to cry and
Right.
But it's basically celebrating life. It's about the living.
Right.
But we're conditioned to have services. Of course you're gonna cry and get emotional. I mean, that's a fact.
Right.
But like in the Caribbean, islands, they celebrate.
Right. True. Yeah.
Africans, they celebrate for all night, drinking, partying, eating, among other things. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what it is.
Wow. And New Orleans is like that too,
They
right?
got to drive through funeral home.
Wow.
Like in the Midwest, the South.
Wow.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Ricky, shout out to Ricky Smiley, talks about it a few years back in one of his stand-up shows. Yeah. So we're living in a different era where, things have changed.
Yeah.
So
But
wait,
it has to be by law, though.
I'm puzzled, right? He requested this? His mom
Allegedly,
agreed?
his mother said that's what he wanted. Allegedly.
Didn't he get shot to death?
I guess. I mean,
But it doesn't mean he didn't have the death talk.
Oh, okay.
Right? It doesn't mean
Oh,
that he
yeah,
didn't
I guess
say,
you're right.
yo, if I go out, you know what I'm saying, I want to be on the stage. He might have just said this shit fucking
Right.
around, thinking he had time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
they had a guy that passed away. I believe he was in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
and he wanted to be on. He wanted to stand up. One dad, he wanted to stand up at his funeral.
Wow.
In the funeral home, he just stood up like this.
Oh my God.
It's like that.
Right.
Gilmore Funeral Home don't get down like that. We go.
I have a question.
We just put that out. Salute to Gilmore's Funeral Home. They do everything by law.
Right.
And they're very old school and very classy, upscale. So salute. Because I ain't trying to lose my job.
I hear that's
So
right.
they do their thing. But there are funeral homes that do display that, like in Chicago, Detroit.
Right.
It's different. It's you know, but yeah.
Well, there's state law, right?
State law.
And then
You can't. You're not supposed to.
I
But
see. Okay. Well, that was my death.
moment.
Yeah. That was my
Death
topic.
question.
That was my
Like
death.
me, I think they should have holograms at funerals.
Oh, you know what? Because you know what? No, think about it. Because some funerals have like the pictures. They have the screen with
Right.
the person, and all the good times
I
and the
think they
happy
should have
times.
holograms. I even came up with a concept called FOW, Funeral on Wheels. Get an RV, right? Get an RV. Because you have a lot of elderly people. Listen, I see people come to funerals, they be in the early thousands. They
Yeah.
should not be there.
Right.
They walking, struggling.
Yeah.
Nah. Get an RV
And bring it to them.
and bring it to them.
Wow.
It's kind of dope.
Especially with the since the COVID done came out, a lot of elderly people should not be out.
Right.
True.
But they're so old school and they want to pay their last respects.
Right.
I'm not trying to say we should have like a funeral Uber. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But I think that's a good concept.
I like it.
If they can make it by law,
Right.
People that's in their 80s, 90s, or whatever.
You can get like a what do you call those? Hydraulics. Take it out of the RV in the back, and then just arrange it around like the back of the RV.
Yeah, and just have people walk in. And
I love it.
You caught me with the hologram. I like that idea. Can you expound on that a little bit?
Well, basically, it's like, okay, technology has advanced, right? So, to me, old school is like, they got it. You can have what they call like slideshows. You get a USB and you slide. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, but then there are people that really want to actually, hopefully, they can it's all. One thing I have to say. When you're providing a service,
Yes.
it's almost it's a technique and it's an art to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Okay, when they're preaching, they got to play the organ. It's all love,
It's
but
a procession.
but
It's a whole
it's a
thing.
business. It's
It's a business and a skill.
it's a business and a skill, and you have to be ordained, and it's a calling to this.
Right.
Okay.
There's a calling to this.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But it's entertainment to a degree, and hey, listen, you want to see a loved one, you can make them into a hologram, where they can just. I'm not saying they got to walk up to you and just have a conversation, but you can, it's
Now,
almost
does
like
your funeral
it's-
business
she
offer that?
I gave her the idea. She's not trying to hear it.
Oh wow. Okay.
She thinks I'm like out there. She thinks.
Well, no, I mean where you are is you're
Forward thinking.
you're in the future.
Yeah, you're forward thinking.
Yeah,
Because
I think
people are gonna want to do that.
I think that's
You know what I'm
old.
saying?
I think with a lot of. I'm sorry.
They're already doing video funerals. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I had my dad on video. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that at his
Yeah.
funeral.
Yeah.
He was on video, and I had like a
Zoom,
little
Zoom
parts,
and everything
I had
like
little
that.
parts of his life, and him actually kind of addressing everybody on video. You know what I'm saying?
See,
And
I would like to have a hologram.
now a hologram would be hot.
Yeah, I think that would be dope.
Now, no disrespect. There are like a lot of Caribbeans would like Haitians and stuff like that would freak them out because their religion and the way
Right.
they not
Yeah, they
trying to hear
think
that.
man, he's a ghost.
Yeah, they will run
He's a
out.
ghost, man.
Right.
But I'm just saying, as far as my thoughts, I'm looking at things years down the line. Eventually, it's like people pay to have they'll pay for doves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can have a hologram of doves flying.
Right.
That's the truth.
You can have
That's
each
true.
chapel
Right.
of a theme, like the Heavenly Gates Chapel.
Right.
I know this sounds crazy, but that's just the way my thought process is.
I love it.
You know?
I mean, I think it's the future of funerals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's and the funerals. And once again, they've been evolving for years.
I even had an idea like on Halloween. I was telling my boss, I said, look, on Halloween, we should have like a theme for the kids to come in, right? And they can just come in and trick or treat. And I'm
Right.
like, welcome to hell.
Oh man. Dang.
Welcome to hell, now.
Yeah, that
that
might
would-
be.
Then I can have an urn with some candy in it, and then, then I can come out.
No, well, that's too
Yeah,
progressive.
that'll probably scar.
Yeah,
some
But it's
of-
Halloween.
It'll traumatize some of them.
And then
I'm
the
just
kids-
saying.
Nothing
we gotta be in the dark.
scarier than a funeral home on Halloween. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, because what's in the basement? That's the only thing I
And
want
the
to
name
know.
of the
I
theme-
want to know what's in the
name of
basement, bro.
The name
Been
of the
there, done
theme,
that.
the name of the theme on Halloween be called Another One Bites the Dust. And then they come in, you can run up in slow motion and, yo, come here now.
Wow.
But she was.
I'm feeling.
She wasn't with it.
I don't feel right
She
with that.
wasn't
That's in
with
my
it.
spirit.
But that's what Halloween is about, trick or treat, right?
Yeah, well, I think
I just figured that, we have all the cobwebs and
yeah, some kids would
One day
would be traumatized.
And I could be like Blackula.
You want to be like
Blackula.
Yeah. Blackula was dope.
Yeah.
He was dope.
He
Yeah,
had
you
the long
right.
ass
Yeah, he
damn-
was dope.
Yeah.
He had
He had the
sideburns.
pork
He had the
chops
big,
on the
he had the
side.
pork chops.
Blackula was a
They went too far when they made a part 2 though. They went
Yeah,
too
they
far with the part
did.
2. They should make a new Blackula.
I mean, the thing is, you can't fuck with a classic, right? Blackula 1 was where it was at. Blackula 2 was like,
Scared the hell out of me.
It did it.
When I was a kid,
Blackula 2?
the first Blackula.
No, Blackula 1, that was like 73, 74.
Only
Yeah.
because it was a scene when they went to the morgue.
Yeah.
And the mortician, the phone was ringing, and they went down this long hallway, and the mortician had his back turned, and then you see, the vampire get up, and only the audience can see what's going on, and you see this lady running in slow motion behind him, coming towards us with his face facing us. with
Okay.
his- Scared the hell out. I had nightmares for years.
Really?
Because where I lived at in Ravenswood, the way the apartment was shaped,
Yeah.
where my bed was sit at, I'll wake up and it was a long hallway to the door.
Oh, so it reminded you of
Yeah,
that.
as a kid, I was like,
Okay.
oh, shoot.
Like
So,
that, yeah. It was just a movie, baby.
I
Just
know,
they
I know.
they got paid to scare you. They had to write. They had to.
I know. I mean,
Somebody wrote that on a script.
Yeah.
Then they had to act it out.
still scary.
Yeah, they did a good job because it convinced you.
A black vampire?
It was dope. It was dope. Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
I have a question. So, in your time being there, have you ever had a funeral where you had to have a closed casket because
Like
the person? Because look,
misfigured, they couldn't fix it.
I have a friend that worked in a funeral home for a long time, and there was someone there that did magic. Right?
What?
That did, and when I say magic,
You're saying did a great job,
right,
basically.
right, they did, right, exactly. So,
Oh.
the when the body came in, it wasn't looking well. But when
We get it.
you understand,
I understand.
But when it came to the time, it looked perfect.
Yeah.
So my question to you is: have you had anything like that where you had to sort of
Talking to the mic, Gary.
where you had to?
I know you're
somewhat-
talking to him, but you're talking
Okay.
to the audience.
Have you had something like that where y'all had to do somewhat of a miracle and make them look perfect? So you could have a open casket, or was there something that was so far
That was non-fixable.
non-fixable that it had to be a closed casket?
I have to be honest with you, and this, and my spirit is telling me this. Like when we talking about death, that's a really touchy subject as far as
Understood.
because just hear me out. It's all love.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just that stuff like that is not really for the public to know.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
No. Just hear me out. No,
Okay,
we can talk off. It's just that it's like I said, you have to be ordained. It's not something that you really talk publicly. But I understand your curiosity. To answer your question, let me just say Gilmore Funeral Home is the best.
Right.
I like that. Okay.
We love that, baby. We love that.
They're the best.
More cowbell, baby. More cowbell.
They are the best.
I got to tell you, and we sort of like we're in the same business, kind of, right? We're on the same track, kind of, right? Because
Okay.
being a paramedic, right?
Mm. That's serious business.
Yeah, and sometimes they end up by you. You know what I'm saying? They roll with me and then they end up by you. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody makes it off the ambulance, baby.
It's like the school to prison pipeline out here. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
It's like the
You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
They gotta switch over to.
And you gotta remember, I get them fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like I get them. I'm the nigga trying to patch them up,
Right.
To make it like
I get them fresh.
Yeah, I get them straight off the steam still coming out their head.
You
like,
like trying to go to the crematory? What would you like, a medium rare? Well done.
Jesus.
I get them fresh, baby. I get them right off the rack. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy that goes and picks them up. You know what I'm
He
saying?
gets them fresh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so It's just kind of like, to answer the question, Gary.
Yeah, they when they get to him, he pick up everything with the clothes and everything. The shoes.
Yeah, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for entertainment purposes.
No, but that's kind of the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I've been on the bus a few times and looked at somebody and been like, you're not gonna make it, and it's not gonna be a good funeral for you either. Like I've looked at that and had that look like, yeah, this is probably gonna be a closed casket if I can get you to the hospital.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I can get you to the hospital and get you to survive this, then you should be fine. You know what I'm saying? But if not, you're kind of jacked up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but I think that in our business, and because your business is very much sort of closed, right? You don't let the public see a lot of things. Rightfully so. And in mine, I think we have a sense of humor about it because it kind of happens in real time for us. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get it twisted.
And we don't. No,
there's a sense of humor everywhere, but
Right.
it's just that, like when it comes to certain things, like when we're talking about funeral homes and stuff like that, and morgues, it's not something that you discuss publicly.
Yeah.
Right.
But we can have barbershop talk.
Right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we go in public here as paramedics. We tell stories and shit. Like I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Just because it's I think it's a relief for us.
It is a relief.
A little bit kind of like, because you don't want to take it home. So
Yeah.
you address it kind of through comedy, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you address it through comedy to be your release of whatever tragedy you've seen. You know what I'm saying? During that day or during that year, during that month or whatever, or even in your lifetime. Some things you never forget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll always talk about them.
Right.
I know one thing though. The only thing that bothers me about like just working at a funeral home is not the funeral home. We like some of these pastors, they preach. I'm out with and I was walking down the trail. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
we have to
that's
update
crazy.
some of these preachers.
Right.
And that, I can't stand it.
Oh, I didn't even know they still did that.
Yeah,
Wow.
they still do that.
What they do?
I was
still do
walking
that?
down the block.
Oh, yeah.
He was a good guy.
Oh, they still do that?
Yeah.
They still do that. They have those. There's not a lot of them left, but they got the ones that they be shaking the head and.
I gotta tell you,
I was a good ass man.
I was at one funeral which was really crazy. Like I don't know, this dude needed multiple religious what do you call it? Sensitivity training. This motherfucker here, because my man was like, he was Jehovah's Witness, right? And he was preaching, and the rest of us are kind of Christians, and we don't really understand the ways of the Jehovah's Witness sometimes. And he was like, yeah, well, she was a good woman, but she's going to be laying in the abyss until, and we're all looking like, what the fuck, bro? She can't enter the gates of heaven until Jesus returns, so she will be laying in the abyss until, and we were just looking like, yo.
Is that what they really believe?
Yeah, that's what they really believe. This nigga said she's going to be laying in the abyss.
Oh, my God.
We need some sensitivity. We need religious sensitivity training.
She's just going to be wandering around.
Right.
I seen a preacher. A young man a middle-aged man got killed. Man, I don't think he was a preacher. I think he could have been. I think he was a preacher or a pastor. He said, listen, let's be honest. We knew he wasn't shit.
Dang!
Somebody, he was going to be a lawyer. He needed a lawyer. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
See, that's real.
Yeah. Somebody he going to be in the upper room. He downstairs.
I think,
Yo,
too,
they got some people
honestly,
that are just fucked
they
up.
need people to actually be... They need comedians.
We downstairs.
Yo, they need comedians.
We ain't going to the upper room, nigga.
They do need comedians at funerals. They do. I think comedians would be great at funerals.
I think they're necessary.
Yeah, comedians would be like, you talk about all the
they need to be honest at funerals.
True.
They need to be.
Yeah.
Everybody that died is not perfect, right?
Right.
Not at all.
Like some people that died are a piece of shit, right?
Right.
So you got,
and everybody know it.
and right. So pastor, don't get
You like,
up there
nigga,
lying.
nigga, don't front now.
Right.
Don't go up there lying.
Nigga been fucked up.
And they never made a song about downstairs.
Right.
It's always the upper room. What about it? I see your ass downstairs.
Right.
See your ass downstairs.
Go to hell.
Rolling on a river downstairs.
Go to hell. We love that. The Go to Hell song.
Right.
For all you devils.
Yes, they need to make a song. The only one I heard back in the days was by Queen. Another one bites the dust.
Right.
Don't worry, I got the verse. Go ahead, just keep it going. Steve walks wearily down the street, brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you standing on the edge of your seats? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the side of the beat. Another one bites the duster.
Are we gonna do this for the whole show?
Another one bites the duster. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I was about to mute your mic. You gotta keep your day job, bro.
Nigga, I was rocking.
Keep your day job.
I could have did the pitch. I could have did the pitch.
It was surrounding me.
Walk whirly down the street, Brimpool. But I kept it easy because we were doing a funeral tone.
Yep.
All right, fine.
Funeral tone.
All right, funeral tone.
You can't go ahead.
Another one bites the dust records.
Yeah, that's it.
So should
Renee
we
Megan
segue?
says, "Hey, that's the upper room talk." Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's it. Where you at, Robbie?
I'm just encouraging people to hit the like button while they're here.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
And hit the like button. We love that. Let's segue. Now, what was the next subject? Was it Ketanji?
We got 12 minutes.
Oh.
The first black Supreme Court justice.
Yes.
She was confirmed when yesterday.
Congratulations.
And she did the speech today.
Yes.
She did. I didn't watch the speech. Did anyone watch the speech?
I heard.
It's such a monumental time.
I heard about half of it, and
Okay.
it was. I mean, it was. She did what you would expect a foundational Black American to do. You know what I'm saying? She's like, we're riding on the wings of slaves. That kind of vibe. Here I am. And she did that. She went that route, and it was a very inspiring speech.
Okay.
And I mean, the crazy shit is this. These dickhead Republicans, right? They're like, she's very qualified. She's wonderful. I think she's fantastic, and she's definitely great for the job. I'm not voting for her.
Well,
that's what they did.
Right.
Like, they literally did that. Like, they praised her and was like, yeah, but she can't get my vote.
But here's the funny thing: Lindsey Graham and a bunch of them about a year ago with the appellate's court or something like that, the other court, they all voted for her.
Yeah.
So what happened between then and
you know what happened.
But I'm just saying.
Right.
Well, what happened between then and now?
Nigga, she went to the upper room, nigga. Shit.
Exactly.
Supreme Court is the upper room, nigga. It's the upper room.
So now, all of a sudden,
crazy.
But it's funny that how for them to say, "Oh, she's highly qualified," but yet you vote no.
It's kind of like, okay, so let's just look at it this way. A lot of black men don't serve on juries. And let's just be real here. Like, they don't.
That's fair.
Okay?
I
And
must
why?
concur.
And why is that?
This is boring. I got a job.
No, because
What?
it is believed that black men cannot be partial.
Can't be partial. Yeah.
Right? And that is a stereotype that follows black people around when it comes to everyday American issues.
I just want to be clear about that. So you're not saying that we don't serve. You're saying that we're not picked to serve.
Right.
Okay, there you go. All
Right.
So we show up and they be like, yeah, nigga, not you.
No, you can't get beyond go. It's like a Monopoly game. You can't go beyond go. And if you do go beyond go, you gonna be bruised on the other side. Listen, they don't make it easy. They're telling you that black people do not qualify to have any type of judgment, right, in a fair way on white issues. And if they did,
they might be,
well,
you know what?
That would make them impartial.
But
right?
that's fair to say. I'm not even mad at that statement because they created it.
Right.
That's their law.
Right.
So they're actually indirectly saying that they're not fair.
They're not fair either.
Right.
Yeah.
So salute to them.
Right.
I'm not offended.
Right. But the problem is that even though it's established that they're not fair, they are overseeing how you live your life and whether you go to jail. You could be an innocent man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can go to jail based on their partiality based on race.
How many? It's proven many times.
But this is why, Central Park 5. Yeah. So now we have a black woman who is qualified to serve as a lifetime appointee on, conservative issues. Let's just go there.
Right.
And salute to all the black women that's really moving up, man.
Yeah.
Salute to y'all.
Well, there's also let's not salute too much because there was a survey done in the past 3 months with women who were CEOs of Fortune 500 companies and top universities who are leaving their jobs because of aggressions from their peers. Like they go in and people make it so hard for them. They like the face because it makes the institute look like it's diverse. But behind the scenes, there's some cotton picking going on and some slow singing happening up in there.
I can't.
So I'm telling you.
I can't even talk.
So there was one Harvard